Hello, dear friends, wonderful seniors, and all of you who have gracefully collected many years like precious stamps in your life album. Have you ever found yourself sitting quietly, maybe in your favorite chair, and wondered, am I too old? Now? Is it really too late to start something new? Maybe you think the best years are behind you, and that the time for fresh dreams and big adventures has sailed off without you. Well, I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. You see, life is a funny thing. It doesn't come with an expiry date on joy or a best before stamp on happiness. Take Colonel Sanders, for example, the guy who created KFC. He was 65 years old when he found his recipe for success. Imagine that! Most people are thinking about retirement parties at 65, and here he was, cooking up a storm. And then there's Grandma Moses, who only picked up a paintbrush when she was 78. Yes, 78. She painted her way into museums, proving it's never too late to discover new talents or passions. And let's not forget Nelson Mandela, who was released from prison at 71 and went on to lead his nation with courage and grace. These remarkable people didn't see age as a barrier. They saw it as a new beginning. So why shouldn't we? Age isn't the end of the story, dear friends. It's a new chapter, waiting to be written with hope, laughter, and yes, even some mischief. Whether it's learning a new hobby, reconnecting with old friends, or simply deciding to smile a little more each day, it's never too late to start Doc. So, in this series, we'll explore these new beginnings, stories of inspiration, practical steps, and ways to nurture joy and purpose. Because if you're still breathing, my friend, your story is far from finished. Remember, the best is yet to come. Dear friends, let's have a little heart-to-heart about something truly special that comes with age: wisdom. You see, while our bodies may creak a bit more, our minds are like fine wine. They get richer, deeper, and more interesting with time. Science even tells us that although we might forget where we left our glasses, which might be on our heads, by the way, our brains develop amazing abilities as we age. Creativity blossoms. Emotional insight deepens. Problem-solving skills sharpen like a well-used knife. All those years of living, loving, learning, and sometimes tripping over life's unexpected surprises have built a treasure chest of wisdom inside you. And guess what? That wisdom is a superpower. Imagine you've got a toolbox, and inside are decades of experiences. Joy, heartbreak, success, mistakes, laughter, and even tears. Each tool is polished and ready to help you face new adventures. This strength of spirit, this calm clarity, is something no youthful energy alone can match. So if you ever catch yourself thinking, I can't learn that now, or I'm too old to change, pause for a moment and remember the power you hold. Your years are not a limitation. They're your advantage. In the coming chapters, we'll learn how to tap into that wisdom and let it guide us to exciting new beginnings. Because the truth is, strength isn't just about muscles or speed. It's about heart, courage, and the quiet confidence that you've lived enough to know you've got this. Stay with me, dear friends. The best part is just beginning. Dear friends, now let's talk about something we all know too well: doubts and fears. They like to sneak in quietly, don't they? Especially when we think about starting something new at our age. Am I too old for this? What if I fail? What will others think? These little questions can grow into big walls, blocking our path. But here's a secret. Those fears, they're normal. Everyone has them. Even the boldest people you admire felt nervous before their first step. The trick is not to let fear boss you around. Instead, think of fear as a grumpy old neighbor. Acknowledge them, but don't invite them to live in your house. Changing our mindset is like training a puppy. It takes patience, kindness, and a bit of repetition. Start with small wins. Try one tiny new thing each day, a different route on your walk, a new recipe, or even a simple hello to someone new. These little steps build confidence, like stacking stones to cross a stream. Mindfulness helps too. Taking deep breaths, paying attention to the present moment, and gently reminding yourself it's okay to try. Positive affirmations are your cheerleaders. Say things like, I am capable, or every day is a new chance. Remember Nelson Mandela? He was 71 when he started leading a nation to freedom. Imagine the courage that took. And if he could, embrace that challenge. So can you? So, dear friends, when doubts come knocking, open the door just a crack, smile, and keep walking forward. Your courage is stronger than you think. Dear friends, now let's dive into some stories that light up the path ahead, real lives filled with triumphs that remind us. It's never too late to shine. Remember Grandma Moses? She didn't start painting until she was 78 years old. Imagine picking up a paintbrush when most people are thinking about rocking chairs and naps. Yet her artwork now hangs in famous museums, inspiring millions. She proved that creativity has no age limit. Then there's Colonel Sanders, who was 65 when he perfected his famous chicken recipe and launched KFC. While others were slowing down, he was cooking up a worldwide sensation. A reminder that sometimes the best recipes for success are stirred up late in life, and Nelson Mandela, his story is perhaps the most powerful. Released from prison at 71, he led South Africa towards freedom and reconciliation. His courage shows that leadership and purpose don't retire. They can begin anew, even after decades of hardship. These stories aren't just inspiring, they are proof. Proof that your next chapter can be your brightest. Whether it's learning a new skill, volunteering, or simply embracing joy in everyday moments, your life's potential is still unfolding. So, whenever you feel doubt creeping in, remember these champions of later life. Their journeys remind you saw that age is not a limit but a launch pad. Your story is waiting to be told. Let's write it together. Dear hearts, let's talk about something very gentle today. Beginnings. Not the kind that requires fanfare or fireworks. No, we're talking about the quiet kind, like planting a seed. You see, change doesn't have to be loud. In fact, the most meaningful changes often begin with something so small, it feels almost invisible. A smile you give to a neighbor, writing the first line in a dusty journal, stretching for 5 minutes after you wake up. These are the seeds, and with just a little sunlight and maybe a cup of tea, they grow into something beautiful. It's tempting to think that starting over means running a marathon or launching a business. And if that's your dream, by all means, lace up those shoes. But for many of us, it's about reclaiming tiny joys, learning how to play that old guitar again, baking bread just because the house smells nicer, or calling an old friend for a chat that turns into laughter. And here's a comforting truth. The brain loves learning, no matter the age. Scientists say we can grow new brain cells through learning and joy. Yes, joy. So, when you try something new, even a little crossword or a new recipe, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. The key, dear friends, is consistency, not intensity. Water the seeds each day. Don't worry if it feels slow. Trees don't rush, yet they reach the sky. So ask yourself, what tiny thing could I begin today? One that makes me smile, stretch, or feel just a little more alive. Remember, big trees grow from small seeds. And your next chapter begins not with a roar but with a whisper. Dear friends, let's talk about something we all need, yet sometimes forget to reach for connection. Because no matter our age or how many cups of tea we've had today, we're still wired for companionship. And I don't just mean romantic. Love, though if someone's bringing you flowers, don't say no. I mean real human connection. The kind that warms your soul more than any electric blanket ever could. The truth is, loneliness can sneak into the quietest homes. It's not always about being physically alone. It's that ache of not being seen or heard. But oh, how easily that ache begins to fade with a simple, sincere, "How are you today?" Start small. Chat with the shopkeeper. Join a group, even if it's just online, where you can share stories, recipes, memories. And if the needs still allow it, maybe a local walking group. You'll be amazed at how many people out there are just waiting for someone to say hello. And don't forget the younger ones. Grandchildren, neighbors, even curious teenagers. They need your stories. They need your wisdom. Imagine what it means to them, hearing how the world once worked and how it still spins in your heart. That's the kind of magic no app can replace. As Jane Austen once said, "There's nothing I would not do for those who are truly my friends." A beautiful reminder that friendship isn't about age. It's about presence. So here's your little mission. Reach out, even if it's just one person today. Send that message, make that call. You are not alone in this journey, and someone out there needs the light only you can give. Well then, dear friends, we've arrived, but not at the end. Oh no, not even close. This is just a gentle pause in the middle of your beautiful ongoing story. Because if there's one thing I hope you remember from all of this, it's that your life is not something winding down. It's something still blooming. You are not merely growing old. You are becoming more of who you truly are. With each laugh line and silver strand, with each memory stored and lesson learned, you are shaping a version of yourself that's wiser, kinder, and somehow ... more alive. And becoming doesn't have an age limit. Some become artists at 80. Some forgive a lifetime of pain at 70. Some fall in love with sunrises again at 60. The point is, becoming is not behind you. It's ahead. So take that walk. Write that letter. Plant those tomatoes. Or maybe even dye your hair purple. Why not? Life has already handed you the hardest chapters, and you're still here smiling. That's not weakness, dear heart. That's strength in its purest form. It is never too late to be what you might have been, said George Eliot, and I believe that with all my soul. So, no more waiting. No more asking for permission. Stand tall or sit proudly. If your knees prefer it, this is your time. Your voice matters. Your story matters. And most of all, you matter. Now go, shine brightly. The world still needs your light. Thank you, dear hearts, for walking with us through this journey, a journey of rediscovery, of quiet courage, and of the joy that still blooms in every season of life. If even one line today made you smile, remember a forgotten dream, or feel just a little more hopeful, then this moment we share was worth every second. If this story touched your heart, or made you nod and whisper, "Yes, that's me," we'd be so grateful if you could give this video a like. It helps others find these messages too. And if you know someone, a friend, a parent, a neighbor, who might need a bit of encouragement, please share this with them. You never know how powerful a simple story can be. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss more warm, inspiring stories like this. And tap the little bell. Yes, that friendly bell, so we can gently nudge you next time something beautiful is ready. We'd also love to hear from you. The comment section below is your space. Share your story, your thoughts, even your dreams. And if there's anything you'd like us to talk about next time, or if you have a suggestion or even a tiny criticism, we welcome it with open arms and an open heart, because this isn't just a channel. It's a cozy corner where we grow. Together, Dot. So until we meet again, take care of yourself. Be kind to that lovely soul in the mirror. And remember, your light still matters more than ever. Dot. Thank you.